Hello. Are you okay?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Why is everything so quiet these days? I've not heard anything from your parents.
My parents? What do you mean?
Isn't this the time of year when all the farm work is getting done? I was expecting some fruit to be sent over to me, but nothing came. I was a little bit disappointed by this.
You wanted some fruit?
I was hoping for some fruit for a party that I'll be hosting soon. I was really hoping you would send some over again like you have done in the past. Are you going to do that or not this time?
I don't actually know myself. Maybe we will, but I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to my parents about it.
What do you mean, maybe? I want some fruit! What's wrong with you all of a sudden? It used to be a regular thing. I could rely on you.
The harvest wasn't as good this year. The weather wasn't ideal for growing fruit, so I'm not sure if there will be any for you to have. I'm sorry about this, but there's not a lot we can do to change this. It was an act of nature.
Can't you still send me some? You must have some there you can give to me. I was really depending on you sending me some fruit over, and if you don't, it will be really annoying for me.
I'll speak with my mother and see what she says. I'll try my best, but I can't promise you anything.
It would be really great if you could. It would save me having to buy my own fruit.
I didn't realize that you were such a big fan of our fruit. I know Mother has sent you fruit in the past, but I didn't realize you were depending on it this year. I will ask my mother and then get back to you as soon as I can. You just hang in there. Mother, are you busy? There is something I want to talk to you about.
It just so happens that I was thinking about contacting you. There was something I wanted to talk to you about.
That's funny. I've got something I need to talk to you about.
Really? What are the chances of that? What do you have to tell me?
Why don't you go first?
It's nothing serious. Just that this year the harvest hasn't been as good, so we don't really have much spare fruit lying around. I wanted to send some to you and give it to other people, but we just don't have enough this year. I hope you're not going to be too disappointed by this.
Oh, really? Is that it? That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. I was wondering what happened to this year's fruit. Some other people have been asking about it too. I didn't want to put any pressure on you, but I feel I should mention it.
Let's just say it's been a bad year. The weather conditions were really not favorable this time around. I tried my best to get a good harvest, but it just wasn't possible under these conditions. We'll just have to accept what happened and hope for better luck next time around.
I understand. What can you do? It's not your fault. We'll just have to go to the supermarket and buy some.
I'm really sorry about it. I was hoping no one would notice.
You don't need to say sorry. It wasn't your fault. You can't control the weather, can you?
Who was the person who complained to you?
Oh, it's nothing. They just asked about the fruit. Don't worry about it.
That's lucky. I was worried people might be depending on my fruit. I thought they might have planned for it.
Really, don't think about it. There is no obligation for you to send fruit to others. If you send it, then that's nice. If you don't, then it's no problem either. It's just a nice gesture you do, and you don't need to feel bad if you can't do it this year.
You're a forgiving person. I hope others are like you.
Just try and push it to the back of your mind. If there's no fruit to hand out, then you can't send it to people.
Did you ask about the fruit? Why didn't you get back to me? It's urgent! I was expecting you to get back to me as soon as possible, and I'm still here waiting. What's the holdup?
Sorry about the wait. I just spoke with my mother about it and didn't get a chance to tell you.
Well, hurry up then! I'm getting ready for a special occasion, and I want to know where that fruit is. Why do you have to keep me waiting for so long?
I had to ask her and wait to hear back.
So what's the deal then? When is the fruit coming? I can't wait for it to get here. I'm going to make cakes and a fruit salad.
Oh, there's a problem, I'm afraid. This year the harvest was not very good, so we won't be able to send any fruit over to you. My mother said she didn't even have any fruit for herself this year. She said the farming conditions were not good, and no matter what they did, they couldn't save it. Sadly, there was nothing they could do.
What? No fruit? How can this happen? I was depending on that fruit being sent over, and now you're telling me it won't happen. Outrageous. I was in desperate need of this fruit. Your mother would send some every year. Why has she stopped now, just when I need it the most? I don't care if the farming conditions were bad. I've not heard anything about this on the news. How bad could it be? You should have at least told me in advance. I have a special event coming up, and you've left it this late to tell me that I won't be getting anything.
I don't think it's just my mom. I'm pretty sure most farms in the area experience the same problem. I'm sure the supermarket is just as bad.
I'm not going to the supermarket. The quality of the fruit is not as good. It has no taste. It's also really expensive.
I'm sorry about it. My mother is also really sorry. She told me to express her deepest sorrow to you. She knew it would be troublesome for you, and she was worried about it. I hope you can forgive her.
Your mother is always like this. She always lets me down when I need her the most.
My mother? Really? I thought she was so nice.
She's really let me down this time, and what's even worse is she didn't think to tell me in advance. Instead, she sent you to send a message. I suppose she wouldn't dare tell me herself.
I don't know why you're getting so angry about this. She didn't do it on purpose. You know she's a nice woman, and she always does what she can to help others. You're acting as if she's deliberately trying to inconvenience you. It happened because the weather was bad. Nothing she could have done about it.
You should have seen this coming. You should have thought ahead into the future. You didn't think ahead with your farming duties, and you didn't think ahead when it came to telling me you'd failed.
They tried their best. They haven't been farming all their lives. They just started after retirement. They might not be the most capable farmers, but they have produced great food for the last few years. I think you should be a bit more forgiving.
So I have to go to the supermarket and buy it all now. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe I can go there too and buy some things for you. If I find anything good, I'll get it and give it to you. It can be my way of saying sorry for letting you down.
That would be a nice gesture from you. I think it's only fair that you help me out here, as you did cause this problem. I think the price of fruit is quite expensive right now, so it would be nice of you to contribute. Also, from now on, I want you to either send it well in advance or warn me that you won't be doing it. We can't have this kind of a last-minute problem again next time. I need to know because unlike you, I'm someone who actually thinks more than 5 minutes into the future.
Okay, I'll do that. Where are you?
I'm at work right now. Why? What is it?
It's your mother. Don't you think she is a bit too much at times? She's really aggressive and argumentative.
Why? What has she done this time? I know she sometimes loses her temper, but I didn't think it was that bad. Did you have an argument with her?
Ever since we got married, my mother has been sending fruit to your mother.
I know, my mother tells me all about it. Sometimes I even tasted it myself. It was really nice. It's so nice of your mother to send that fruit.
Well, there has been a problem. This year the crop was bad, so my mother didn't get a chance to send anything over. It was so bad that my mother barely got any for herself.
Oh, really? That's too bad. My mother is going to be really disappointed if she doesn't get anything. She uses it to cook cakes and stuff. She's almost dependent on it. She hates the supermarket stuff too. She says it's low quality.
Yes, but this year, due to the problems, my mother didn't send any fruit over. There was really nothing she could do about it. If the crop is bad, then the crop is bad. It's nature that decides this. Your mother was asking about it and she got really angry.
Oh dear. What did she say?
She was moaning about not getting anything and how she needs it for a special event she is preparing for. She said that we should have warned her in advance, and she was really angry that she now has to go to the supermarket. She also seemed to imply that my mother has done it on purpose, but I told her that was not the case. I don't know why she was so angry. I think she's lucky to get any fruit at all. My mother could sell that fruit and make some money if she wanted to. It just so happens that we are being nice and we decided to send some to your mother. I think she should be a bit more grateful.
I understand that, but you should also try to see things from my mother's perspective. She might really need that fruit for this special event, and she doesn't want to let people down. You could have told her in advance, even if it was free fruit.
No one could have known! How do you expect my mother to know in advance? I hope you're not going to take her side in this.
I think she has to plan because the cost of fruit is really expensive. If she doesn't get the fruit from you, then it's going to be really expensive for her. I'm sure you'd be annoyed if this happened to you.
Is it really that annoying? And is it really that expensive? It's only a bit of fruit. Why are you trying to put all this pressure on my parents?
They are not professional farmers. They just do it for fun. How can it be that stressful for them? All they have to do is give my mother a couple apples and grapes, and they couldn't even do that.
You and your mother are treating us as if we are a professional supplier of fruits. You're treating us as if we have a duty to supply you, and we don't.
I'm not trying to blame you for what happened, but at the same time, I do understand my mother's position.
Maybe you should be a bit more understanding towards my mother.
You messed up my mother's plan. I think it's you that should think more about others and not the other way around.
Are we really not going to come to some kind of compromise here?
It seems we won't do. Anyway, I have to work now, so speak to you later.
Look at this. Some of these apples are okay, so I can send this. You don't need to. Don't let it worry you.
I don't want any more trouble for you because we didn't send anything. I've been thinking about it ever since it happened. It's only right I do my best to try and send some along.
I've already said sorry to them a million times. We don't need to do anything more. They will just have to accept that they didn't get anything this time.
But I still want to send something nice.
Thanks, Mother.
It might not look as good as usual, but the taste is just as good. You should eat some yourself. Don't just give it all to them.
As long as it tastes nice, then that's okay. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You're a great farmer. You should be happy with your work.
I'm not that good. It's even better when you and your father help out on the farm.
That is nice, but I don't think you need us. Thanks again. What are you doing now?
Why? What is it?
It's nothing serious, but I have some good news. My mother found some apples and she wanted me to give them to you. Not all of the harvest was bad this year. She found some that's good enough for you to have. The physical appearance might not be that good, but it tastes just as good as it ever did. You should try it and see for yourself.
What? You found some good stuff. You told me that you didn't have any fruit this year, and now you're telling me that I can have some. Why the change of mind? Did you have it all along, but you didn't want to tell me?
No, of course not. We would never dream of doing such a thing. Some of the fruits were okay. It wasn't everything. My mother had a good look through and found some that were acceptable to eat. As I said, the physical appearance might not be that nice, but it should taste just as good. She got all the good stuff together, and now we are giving it to you. Isn't that nice?
Really? Well, that is nice of you. And lucky for me. I hope it tastes nice. It's the least it can do considering all the problems we've had. It was really starting to stress me out, worrying about all the fruit I needed to buy, so I'm happy you found some to send me. It was going to be a real headache if you didn't. When are you going to send it over? I hope it's going to be soon.
We'll send it today and it should arrive by tomorrow.
Really? That's great. What fruit are you sending over?
It's just going to be a selection of stuff we grow on the farm. Same as last time.
Wonderful! It's just what I wanted. A nice selection of fruits from the farm. Please tell your mother that I'm really thankful for all this.
Okay, will do. I also hope we can forget about all the problems we caused this year.
Have a look at this.
Wow, is this all the corn you got? It's a lot.
That's right. The corn crop has been really good this year. Much better than anticipated. We can share some with your mother-in-law. I can send a few boxes over to her. I'm sure she'll be impressed.
A few boxes? She will be happy with that.
That's right. And it will be free of charge as always. There's so much here we can afford to give some away. It should be really nice to eat as well. I'm really happy with the quality this year.
Thanks for that, Mother. I'll let her know as soon as possible. You're really nice doing all this when you don't actually have to. You're always going above and beyond for people that you care about.
It's nothing. I'm just happy to know people are enjoying what I grow. It makes the work seem so worthwhile. I feel I'm getting better and better at this farming business as time goes by.
That's right, Mother. You're a true farmer now. I always knew this job would suit you. Maybe you should have had a career change earlier in life.
Really? You mean that? Maybe that would have been a good idea. We could have spent our whole lives living here with nature instead of waiting until we were old. I never saw the attraction when I was young. I always wanted to live in a big city. Now I'm older, I really appreciate the charms of country life.
I'm glad to hear that you're happy. It's nice to know you found your place.
Do you think they'll like the corn?
I presume so. I don't actually know if they do. Why don't we just give it to them and see what they think? There's no harm in that, is there?
That seems like a reasonable suggestion.
Again, thanks, Mother. You've done so much for others.
Eat it and tell me what you think. If there's any problems, then I can adjust things next time around. However, I'm quite confident that your food will be of satisfactory standard.
Okay, I'll let you know how we get along. Have a look at this. It's something my mother made on her farm.
Corn? Are you growing corn now?
Yes, my mother has started to grow corn with all the other things she does. This is the first time they've got a good harvest, so she wanted to send some over to you.
Really? For me to eat?
Yes, my mother was really keen to send some to you. She really hopes that you'll like it. Do you like corn?
Corn? Well, I don't usually eat corn.
Oh, you don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it, but I don't have it in my diet very often. I prefer potatoes, but if you want to give us some, then how can I say no? If I'm being honest, corn seems a bit cheap to me. You can buy it in the supermarket for a low price. I'd much rather you send some more fruit over. I prefer the luxurious taste of fruit from the farm. What do you think rich people want to eat? Corn or fruit? Corn is for poor people, so I don't know why you're sending it over to me.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't realize you didn't like it. We just thought you might be able to use it in your cooking.
I think it should have been obvious. Corn isn't exactly the nicest of presents, is it?
Sorry. Come to think of it, maybe you're right. Maybe it's not the best of gifts to send.
Do you like eating corn? What do you do with it? Are you sending this to me because you don't want it? I hope you're not trying to dump your unwanted food onto me.
No, not at all. My mother tells me it's really good quality. She just wants to be nice to you. I wish you wouldn't be so suspicious of us all the time.
Corn is a really common staple food and not something I would consider as a gift. It's like giving someone toilet paper. Why would anyone think to send it to someone else to try and make them happy? If I were you, I would have just thrown it in the garbage. It's not worth the effort. I'll make a deal with you. This time I'll accept your corn, but next time I want fruit. I like the fruit grown on the farm, but not the corn.
Okay, I understand. I'll remember this. Mother, everyone was so happy with the corn you sent. There was so much of it, too.
I sent a lot because I knew everyone would eat a lot. What about your mother-in-law? Was she happy? Does she eat corn?
Oh, her... Well...
What? She didn't want it.
Actually, she told me she didn't like corn.
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame, isn't it? I presumed she would like it. Maybe she'll change her mind after eating it.
Don't worry about her. I'm really happy with what you've given me.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, if you can't eat it all, then put some in the freezer and keep it for a later date.
Okay, will do. Also, what about sending some over to grandmother? She might want some too.
That's a good idea. Maybe you should go and see her. I'm sure she misses you.
Okay, I'll talk with my husband and then send some over. Hi, I'm going to go over to my grandmother's house.
Okay, have a nice time.
I'll take some corn over to her and put it in the freezer. She can use it in the future when she wants it. We've got a lot here at the farm, so we're trying to share it around. My mother says it's really high quality this year. It's the first time she's got it right, and she's really happy about it. I'm sure grandmother would be happy to receive some.
That sounds like a good idea. Have a safe journey.
Will do. Speak soon. Look at this. I just found it. The corn has gone bad.
What went wrong? You told me it was high-quality corn, but look at it now. Was there something wrong with your mother's farming technique? Did she store it properly?
I don't think there was anything wrong with my mother's farming. She may not be used to growing corn, but she's good at growing other things, so I don't see why she'd have a problem here. Also, she's taken several years to perfect her technique. I have no idea why it would start to go moldy. I wonder what went wrong. The corn is not in the refrigerator. Why is that? How long has it been out for? If it was kept cold, then there wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, that reminds me. My mother came over to visit yesterday. It was while you were out. She wanted to see me, so she came over. She removed the corn from the refrigerator. I thought maybe she was going to take it home with her, but it seems not. Maybe she just forgot about it and left it there.
She took the corn out? No wonder it's gone bad. If it isn't stored properly, it goes bad really quickly. That must be the reason. It can't be my mother. I know there's nothing wrong with her. She looks after these things very well. I wonder why your mother took it out of the refrigerator.
I think she was just sorting out the stuff in there. Not sure why she didn't put it back in. Maybe she forgot. Maybe she thought there was too much stuff in there.
Too much stuff? How could there have been too much stuff? There is usually nothing in there.
She's very fussy about how the refrigerator is ordered. She always wants her stuff in the right place. She gets really angry if anything is out of place, so maybe that's why she did it. Maybe your corn was taking up too much space and she wanted to remove it.
How can you take her side like this? It's such a waste of food, and it was a present from my mother. They put a lot of effort into growing the corn for you to just let it go bad.
Don't get angry at me. It's not my fault. What was I supposed to do?
You're supposed to look after the food. You know it needs to be kept cool, otherwise it will go moldy. You should have noticed sooner and done something about it.
Don't blame it on me. That's really not fair. It's just a bit of corn, not a big deal.
What do you mean? Just a bit of corn. My mom gave this to you. You should have looked after it better. It shows a lack of respect for my mother. My mother worked hard on the farm to make this corn for you. How can you just let it go bad like this?
What can I do if my mother wants to sort out the refrigerator?
At least put it back in afterwards. I know your mother is very fussy, but you should be equally fussy about food my mother has sent over. You should treat it as if it was your own. You wouldn't go and buy something from the supermarket and then just let it go bad, would you? Well, don't do it to my mother's food either.
Why do you have to be so confrontational about this? I think that the other things in the fridge must have been more important than the corn. My mother was just prioritizing.
Corn is important too, especially my mother's corn.
Maybe you can ask your mom to send us some more then?
She might not have any left. Also, why should I get her to send more when it's your fault that this one was spoiled?
Well, then don't ask her then. Just stop moaning at me. It wasn't my fault.
Look at this. Your dad went away for the weekend and bought this. Do you want me to send you some? You don't have to. You've already sent enough to me. I've already eaten one myself and it was really good. You should try one too. If you eat it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It tastes really good. Really? Is it that good? I've had steak so many times, I might not even notice the difference. Yes,
You can eat it with your husband. I'm sure he'll like it too. I can send it over to you really quickly.
Hang on, Mother. Give me a few minutes and I'll get back to you. Look at this. This is what happened to the corn my mother sent to you.
Oh, that. Yes, I remember. What happened to it?
You left it out of the fridge. Why did you do that?
Why was it in the fridge in the first place? Did you put it in there? You know there isn't much room in there, and there was more important things to keep cool. I took it out because it wasn't as important. I hope you can accept this.
It went bad because it wasn't being cooled. How could you not realize this would happen?
It shouldn't go moldy that quickly. There was clearly something wrong with it. I had some pork and I wanted to store it in the fridge. There was no room for the corn, so I had to take it out. Would you rather that my pork went moldy? If you're not happy, then maybe you should sort it out next time. I don't know why I have to do it anyway.
This was the corn that my mother sent over to you. How could you allow it to go moldy? You should have looked after it better.
I don't care if your mother sent it over.
Why should we give you food if you're just going to waste it? My mother put a lot of effort into making this, and she was really nice to send it over to you. You should treat gifts with more respect.
Don't blame me! Why on earth would the corn go bad that quickly? I presume there must have been something wrong with the quality of the corn. Maybe something's wrong with your mother's farming.
There was nothing wrong with my mother's farming. It's been hot these days, so of course it's going to spoil easily. You should have known that.
It shouldn't have gone bad that quickly, even if it has been warm. You're just trying to shift blame onto me.
Why can't you just accept that you did something wrong? My mother and father worked in the fields to make this. It took a lot of their time and energy.
Maybe it did, but maybe they also did it wrong. I hope you're not trying to suggest that I did it on purpose. I didn't think it would go bad that quickly, so that's why I took it out. Also, as I said, there were more important things to put in the fridge. I think you need to be more respectful to me. You're the one who is showing no respect.
I think you did this because you didn't get the fruit that you wanted. You're so ungrateful to my family for giving you this corn. I knew that you didn't really want it. Maybe we should have never given you any in the first place.
Stop making wild accusations. I'm not that kind of woman. I don't play silly games. From now on, don't send me any more food over. I don't want it. I can manage without your food. If you're just going to accuse me of things, then I don't want it at all.
You mean this? Is that what you really want?
Do you think I'm lying? Don't you believe anything I say? I don't want your food. I can make better food on my own without your help, so don't bother sending any more.
If that's the way you want it to be. Hi, Mom. Please send some of the steak over to me.
I've already sent it. You didn't reply for a while, and I was worried if I didn't send it promptly, then it might go bad before it got to you. The delivery guy should be there pretty soon. I know you wouldn't say no anyway. Who doesn't like a good steak? I also sent some over to your mother-in-law.
You did what?
Is there something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. I know we may have had a little argument recently and come to a new understanding, but I just wanted to ask you something. Did you receive any steak? Did a delivery boy come to your house with some steak for you?
I may have done, yes. Why do you ask? I think my son sent it to me. Isn't that right? Maybe you spoke to him about it.
Send it back. Now.
What? Send it back where and why?
You said that you didn't want any food from my family. That steak came from my mother. She sent it to you by mistake. She did it before I got time to tell her about our new understanding.
Why should I believe you? It was sent to my address, so as far as I'm concerned, it now belongs to me. Why should I send it back?
You clearly stated that you didn't want any more food from my mother. We had a big argument about it, and then you agreed that you didn't want anything. That steak came from my mother, so you should stick to your word and not accept it.
I may have said that.
The steak is my mother's. Give it back.
I think we should treat this differently. And it's already here now. It would be so much trouble to send it back.
Why should we treat it differently? It's my mother, so we should treat it the same as everything else. It's no different to the corn that you didn't like.
How can you compare that nasty corn to the steak? They are not comparable. Are you having a joke? Are you trying to make me angry again? I should warn you not to play games with me. People who do that always regret it. If I remember correctly, I just told you that I didn't want any more corn. Isn't that right?
No, it isn't. You told me that you didn't want any more food at all. It applied to everything.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did, and you know it. You very clearly said that you don't want to receive any more food from my mother ever again. You told me that the food was poor quality and you didn't want it.
You did annoy me a lot last time we spoke. Maybe I just said that in anger. Now that this steak is here, I think it's only right that I accept it. It would be a waste of time and effort to send it back, and by the time it gets back to you, it might have gone moldy. We wouldn't want that happening again, would we? I know how angry you got last time that happened.
Send it back to me. I want to eat it. I love steak.
You're going to eat all this? I don't think you could.
Yes, send it back to me. I'll eat it tonight for my dinner.
I could do that, but I'd actually much rather eat this myself. It looks like a really nice steak. My favorite, to be honest.
I know it's a really good steak. That's why it would be wasted on an ungrateful person like you. If you went to a restaurant, that steak would cost a lot of money. I don't want you to eat it when you were so unpleasant to me and my mother in the past. You don't deserve it, so be a nice woman and send it back.
I think your mother would be very happy if I had it. She's always been happy to send me food in the past.
She wouldn't be happy if she heard how you spoke about the corn. I didn't tell her because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. If you want that kind of steak, then I suggest you go to an expensive hotel in a big city and ask for it.
How can I do that?
Well then, I guess you won't be able to taste it for yourself. You'll just have to leave the pleasure to me.
Are you really going to eat all this? You're not a large woman. I don't think you'd want it all.
Trust me, I can eat it all. It would be really terrible if I had to go and tell my mother how rude you were to me. It would be much better if she didn't find out. We wouldn't want any arguments between our two families. I think it's time you contact that delivery man again and tell him to get back to your house. She never asked for any food again. The steak was sent over to my house and I cooked it and ate it that evening. I did share a little bit with my husband, but the joy was largely mine. I didn't want that rude and horrible woman enjoying it, did I? She told me she didn't want any more food from us, so I was only forcing her to be true to her word. It was such a lovely scene in our house that evening. I opened some wine and ate it with the steak. Knowing the backstory of this steak also made it taste better. Who would have imagined that? I told my mother to stop sending food to my mother-in-law. I've told her just to send the food to me and I'll be responsible for giving any to her. Of course, she isn't going to get any. I'll use it all myself. I know she loved the fruit, but sadly for her, she'll have to go and get her own from now on. It's what happens if you aren't thankful when people are nice to you, and she only has herself to blame. As for me, I'm looking forward to my next steak. And maybe I'll have some fruit with it at the same time.